Well, g'day everybody and welcome. Today we are having a squiz at Endless Legend 2. We've been given very early access to the demo that is coming out soon with a fair bit of gameplay in it actually. It is a strategy simulation 4 times. It's a grand strategy, very similar sort of Civilization, the Civilization games. It does have quite a bit of an RPG aspect as well. It's developed by Amplitude Studios and published by Hooded Horse, and I want to thank them very much for giving us the opportunity to play Endless Legend 2. I'll read from their Steam page. Lead your people to victory in an ever-evolving world in this strategy game featuring asymmetric factions led by powerful heroes. Build your empire, wield political influence, and raise grand armies to wage war in a race to uncover dark secrets buried within the planet. One of the really cool things about this is that the oceans in the game actually are draining and they get lower and lower, and as the oceans drain they open up other areas and other artifacts and other areas to explore and stuff. So it's an ever-evolving world. Let's get stuck into it, and we will set up our our characters. So we've got to customize our empire here. So we have the aspects and we have the kin of Sheridan here. These will change as the game, when the game comes into early access, and in full release there will also be a lot of extra factions. So, and unlike in symbiosis, the organic and the artificial, the aspects are a peaceful collective, always seeking harmony. Kin of Sheridan, hailing from the stars long ago, the king of Sheridan have struggled to tame this world ever since their original leader, Garen, was lost to the wilds. So we can do that. We can pick our empire color. I think we'll go orange. Don't have a lime green there. And a faction icon, I reckon we might go that. I think that sounds pretty good to me. So let's start a game. Okay, so there was a cinematic there, which I am not going to play because I'm assuming that it has copyright music in it. But in effect, we have come from the stars looking for a new world to live on. So we, kin of Sheridan, have suffered on this world, seen our numbers decimated, seen our original commander lost to its mysteries. Now, with our faith and our steel, we must rebuild anew. Ensure Sedaya is home worthy of the Emperor. Let's begin. Okay, so take time to explore and choose the best location to found your first city. That city will receive a prepared settlement bonus for each turn you spend exploring. Okay, so let's just have a squiz at this. So there's the old Fog of War. I like how they go into really cool maps in these games, which is really, really good. So we're going to need to find somewhere to build our settlement. So, which is, we're kind of in a desert area, aren't we? So we probably want to see if we can explore a little bit, maybe. Move these guys over to here, and looks like we have hydrocorns over here. I don't know what they are at this. Founding a capital. We will found our capital at some point, because I don't know whether there's... I'm looking for somewhere that has really good food resources and stuff, and that doesn't really have good food resources. Now, I'm not a super, absolutely magnificent 4-time strategy player. I'll admit that right up front. But it looks like in the desert area, it's going to be really, really difficult to find places that have really good food supplies. You can see the little numbers there. So we may actually just do a little bit of exploring first. All right, lovely. Let's maybe move over to this way a little bit, and we've got no more moves in there, but we can move our cavalry a little bit further. Okay, let's end our turn. I'll have a squiz around here Resources, food. Food's going to be the most difficult thing, but I think we might actually set up here somewhere, I reckon. And we'll establish up here. Probably should have moved out to there, but for now, that'll be okay. District construction. Districts are essential to the city's development and specialisation over time. They must be built on foundation tiles. If needed, you can highlight all of your existing foundations by clicking on the District tab. Right, lovely. Click one of the foundation tiles surrounding the City Hall. So that's our City Hall. We've probably got to get food up and running first, which will probably be this here, and we probably want to build a farm district. So we've got a stronghold. Let's see. The constructible is unlocked by the technology of fencing, so we're going to have to do that. So we won't be able to build that at this particular point in time. That's stonework. That's workshop. That's fencing up there. So we have investments. We're earning empire progression. We're earning +6 per turn. We have no reserves at this point in time, which means that we can't really unlock that, but that is going to unlock in 4 turns anyway. So they're recommending, I think, even though they would laugh at our primitiveness, these arts, we can begin to defend ourselves. So let's close that off for now. Districts are built using the city's industry produced each turn. So at the moment we have 25 industry. We do have some industry tiles here, which are really, really cool. So say, for example, here we could build an industry building right there. So that will build in 4 turns. We really need to unlock this farming and get that happening as well, because what we want to do is we want to make sure that that we've got enough food coming in, because food's what's going to feed our armies and stuff. Garen's Rest. All right, lovely. So where's our... right there. This is our hero. This is the unit hero. It's a very special. Heroes gather XP through battles and will unlock skill points when leveling up. They can also equip different weapons or items you may loot. And I'm assuming that we're going to come across quite a few different heroes. This is Iraq. My range, anything less than 200 paces isn't getting up again. So he obviously works better within 200 paces. He has no upkeep. He has a pile of skills there, as well as equipment that we can equip as we go, as we move through it, as well as skills and stuff like that. Choose a soulmate for the hero. Oh. +2 capture point when performing any capture action per units on army. And Heart of Steel, +2 capture point when performing any capture. Yep, okay, cool. Let's assign him. Why not? And a Nemesis. All right, we'll have to get into that as the game moves through. Let's see. Ultimately, heroes cannot die, but can be wounded for a few turns when they are defeated. Heroes are critical assets in battle. Click on the Heroes Circle button to access the screen for managing heroes, which is what we've got here. All your heroes are listed here to consult. Researching specific technologies will allow you to recruit additional heroes or pay dust to hire mercenary heroes. Dust is obviously the amount of money that we have. Lovely. Okay, and we've got +14 coming in per turn, which is going to build stuff up as well. Lovely. That's our cavalry. So what we probably need to do, we can't move them any further, but we can actually move him out. So we might go out and do a little bit of scouting here. There's something over here that I wouldn't mind checking out. So let's end our turn. Oh, it says that we have turns left, do we? Yes, we do. All right, lovely. Now we can end our turn there. Beautiful. I want to bring these guys. These guys are ranged guys as well. So they're not ranged guys. They're cavalry. So I want to bring them out. We'll join them all together. We'll move across to there. Lovely. So what we should be doing is this district should now be getting built. Once that comes in, we'll start producing more resources. So minor faction discovered. You've encountered the hydrocorns for the first time. This minor faction is hostile. That's these guys over here. And I do wonder whether or not we can... Okay, influence and foundations provided by city districts. Influence is stockpiled at the empire level. The resource is key for diplomacy with other empires. But influence is also essential for extending your cities by creating more foundations. Click on the terrain tiles located at the edge of your city, which are these over here. So we can spend our influence once we build our influence up to purchase extra points of land around here. That's a pretty useless one. Everything that we've got around there is all food. So we'll probably this one has resources on it as well. Building resources. So from time to time, it's good for your city economy to create foundations. This will exploit more terrain tiles and will prepare them for districts later. To do so, you can click on it, yep, and spend influence. Lovely. Let's end our turn now. And I want to go over and have a look at what this is over here. So, okay, you found some provisions. This curiosity provided the following. What did it provide? Plus 40 health by the looks of it, which I don't think we need at this particular point in time. So that would have been something to get, something that we could have got later. Okay, I don't think we can move a little bit further. There is something else over here. So a minor faction discovered. Non-Quency for the first time. It's a peaceful lot of people. That's the non-Quency there. So we might actually head over there and check them out, to be honest. Don't know what this is. Let's move over to here. We just gained 10 science, which is actually really, really good because that will allow us to... Don't attack these people. We can't actually talk to them at the moment. So 10 science will actually allow us to do some unlocking and stuff as well, because we are getting +5 per turn. That has been completed, which is really, really good. What else have we got here? Voice of the Masses unlocks District Forum. So it gives us +1 scribe slot on capital, which I guess is going to increase productivity or increase, so I'm guessing that's what that's going to do. A workshop allows us to unlock artisan slots. The start of everything, trade, craft, training, and production. We've got currency to explore, to harvest, to mine, and then to profit. So it unlocks a merchant house as well that we can use. And civil order, we'll get nowhere if we don't have respect for one another. General Shaparenko. Communal habitations. So it gives us +10 approval on capital. And what's this? One Voice of the Masses unlocks District 4 and 1 scribe. Unlocks Market Bridge, Defended Bridge. +2 vision range on City Hall. That's pretty cool. Improves rewards from curiosities. Unlocks the District Laboratory. The strength of Garen. When Garen strikes, the world trembles. +5 defenses on units. +2 industry on keeps districts. Yeah. Scavenging. +25% gains on battle spoils. And +25 experience on new units on cities. That's actually not bad. Takes 7 turns to do that. That has been completed. That one has been completed. And I think this one's been completed as well, the workshop. So, society, defense, discovery, and economy. Is economy worth building up? Currency, probably. So we might actually start to unlock that one there, I think. All right, and as I said, I'm going to play through this. I'm going to play through this and learn as I go. So we're going to do the tutorials while we're having a squiz at this one today. All right, so how many turns does that have left to go? And that's going to give us +1 food and +2 building, which is actually really, really good. That will actually be really, really good. This one will give us +1 construction points as well. Okay, beautiful. So you don't have to pick one specific one. This one over here. Fortification. All right, lovely. We'll keep that going. Over here, we've got curiosity. You found some insights. Curiosity provided science. Yes, it did. And we've discovered this minor faction. So I think what we'll do now is, I don't know why that's gone there. Quest, there we go. 20 winters have passed since the mantle of leadership fell on General Shaparenko, yet she could remember no harder time. The devastation of the storms have scarred many kin, and the ensuing starfalls have stirred ancient memories of their own times travelling the heavens. Sermons are more evangelic, congregations greater, and canticles sung with unrecalled zeal. Garen's legend burns brighter than ever, with many kin desperate for their lost leader to return from the wilds and relight their path. For the leader of the kin, it is a testing time. This is the one that went missing when she first came here and started exploring and conquering areas. Let me see. So the missing youth. Sentinel, I pray you disturb me for good reason. I have a lot on my mind. For good reason, yes, but my news is troubling. Spit it out then. I hear enough riddles from the chaplains. Preja is missing. Slipped past the patrols. I don't know who Preja is. Another one determined to retrace the great Commander Garen's footsteps, no doubt. One of our most promising youths, but she's too impetuous. Do I hear a soft spot in your voice, General? Perhaps, but no matter. The response would be the same. We'll need to send a search party. So this is going to give us +75 dust. So we need to search mosaic halls with a hero. Let's begin that quest. So this is these are the quests that come through. So we've got 3 more turns for that. So these are the quests that come through as you go. And it looks like that quest might be over there for searching that hall with a hero. We do have our hero here, obviously. So let's end. There's an army without moves. We want to talk to these people. We want to parley. Pacify. Let's go in and have a chat to them. Artistic license. Who's this champion leading your troops? No, don't tell me. I'm certain we have a verse or two about their exploits already. You've come to be regaled with song. You may choose your favourite, for I know every tune of the Nonquency have ever sung. The Wandering Stranger's quatrain, perhaps. We do not expect a performance. We thought we might discuss an accord between our settlements. How boringly practical. Though, if you're not here for noble art, I was in the midst of cogitation, sorry guys. Ballad of a clacks drinker's sorrow. It's causing bitter conflict. The old song about the spurned ametrine. How could that make trouble? No pure nectar is sweeter than clacks. No sad tale sadder than the sorrows of Vrax. I'm a little bit tongue-twisted today, to be honest. It's been a very long day, and I'm recording this in sort of early evening. Some among us insist it's a political allegory, not a lyric lament. Rather radical, and I have my own ideas about it, but I can't be seen to take sides. Let us investigate for you then. Once the matter is settled, we can discuss sharing the lands. So we might be able to make allies of these people here as well. As you may recall, the ballad includes an exciting episode where Vrax poses grandly to impress their cold-eyed idol. I believe I have identified the garb alluded to. Bring Crimson Wing Rune. which is an accessory to Uruk's Haven with a hero. And it will pacify them, so they'll become kind of allies, and we can be diplomatic with them, and we'll get 75 dust for that. So let's begin that quest as well. I don't know where that'll be. Oh my god, is that over here? It is. So we'll have to head down there. We'll head down there in a minute. I want to head up to here as well. You discovered your first piece of equipment. Once equipped to a hero, it'll give them strong bonuses. Open the hero's circle to equip it on one of your heroes, which is right here. Hero's equipment. Okay, hero equipment, which is up the top there. Let's go there. Hero equipment. Each piece of equipment can only be assigned to its corresponding slot. It can either be a weapon, an armor, a consumable, or an accessory. Select the equipment. So what is that? The Crimson Wing Rune, which gives us +1 determination. So we might as well equip that because we do have a slot for it. So let's throw that in there. Lovely. Looks like we're going to get other heroes and stuff as well that we'll be able to recruit at some point in time. Your empire population will affect which hero will be drafted in the recruitment candidates. Right, cool. Excellent, excellent. Now, we probably want to move on a little bit further, which we can't. We need to end our turn. So we're going to head up that hill in a sec. All right, resources have come in, and I do believe we're still... Yeah, we're 2 turns away from that. So we probably will head down and have a look at that enemy in a minute as well. But I would like to continue on with this quest. That's this faction as well, so let's head into there. Well, we're going to head into there in the next turn. It looks like there's some spiral crabs anomaly. Crustaceans that embed dust in their distinctive shells. Ooh. Near water, tile, movement cost 2, hold shift to lock this tooltip. So I wonder whether we go and we can actually go and sort of conquer this area and get those bonuses. 1 food and 6 dust per turn, maybe? We'll have to look into that. Right, let's move into here. The missing youth. Deep in the ancient ruins, the search party finds Prija, badly injured and trespassing far from home. Shaparenko decides to let her rest. They will speak in the morning. Cool. You're lucky we found you, Prija. In winters past, the necrophage have swarmed out of the depths of these ruins. You pay a lot for this obsession with Garen, don't you? And I am happy to pay. Someone must seek the truth after all. I wonder whether this is going to be a conflict as the game goes through. You have the best interests of the kin at heart. That is commendable. We all want to learn the truth. Prija, but your methods are disrespectful, not to mention dangerous. I am having so much trouble reading tonight. I saw someone. What? Across the ruins. It might have been Garen. I would have followed, but I fell. Maybe that was fortunate. Whoever you saw, I'd stake my life, wasn't Garen. And whoever it was might not have taken too kindly to you trailing them. Now, we need to get you back to rest. Yes, Lieutenant Revez? General, our scouts have sighted necrophage in the vicinity. We must have disturbed a nest. This will be these guys here, I'd say. All right, all kin to arms. Let's see them off. Cool. Okay. So we've got to destroy the Necro Horde, and we get plus 75 influence. Let's begin that quest. There's something over there as well. Is this this is a Necro Horde here? That's a band. Okay, these are from here. So we probably don't want to destroy those, but let's head in there and head into battle. Now, this is the strange thing. It goes into a battle map, which when I was playing other games similar to this, it didn't go into a battle map like this. It kind of goes into, kind of just sets you up in sort of a battle map that's, yeah. Let's do a manual battle. Right, so we've got our legions here. We've got our, I think our hero. Our hero is here. I wonder whether our hero, yeah, our hero can probably move to there. And we've got to get in here and find these hordes. We can't actually hit them at this point in time. So let's bring our cavalry up to here. And I think we'll bring these guys up to here. Because I don't think we can move any further. These guys might actually be able to move further and attack. Necro drones. Okay, lovely. Lovely. So, Simi's probably going to get everybody slaughtered. But, you know, it's Simi, right? Let's see. Let's get these guys to attack these guys. Let's get these guys. I think we might concentrate our attack. They actually knocked back. Let's see if we can hit them with our hero. It's the opponent's turn. I'm afraid we're going to get wiped out here. And we have been wiped out, which is bloody typical, right? Let's move our hero up to here. Let's take a shot at these guys over here. Let's get these guys to finish those off. And the opponent's having a turn now. They're going to go for our hero. Right, let's attack. And I think we only get one attack per turn. We'll take one shot there. And I'm guessing at some point in time our heroes will have abilities that we'll be able to unlock at some point. We'll have another shot of them there and we should be able to take them out there. Now I don't know whether we lost our cavalry there. That may have been a big mistake. The enemy slain, still as menacing as the day I first set eyes on them though. This world is a death trap. The day Necro stopped giving me the shivers is the day I relinquished my command. But we will call this world home one day, so we got those rewards. General, our chosen units are close to full readiness. Meanwhile, I recommend we get as many hands on deck as we can muster. Raise up our settlements for whatever's coming. Exactly. Emperors of Zilavus will be proud. See it happens. Okay, so have 3 population as artisans in Garen's Rest for 1 turn. Unlocks the unit chosen. Ooh. It's a juggernaut. Costs us 10 coins per turn and 270. Let's begin that quest. Now, I do believe that we should be able to get some battle spoils, and we did. So they're bandits. They're basically classed as bandits. Okay, okay. We've got a unseeing seers. What do we got sitting down here? Minor faction. Unsetting seers for the first time. They're peaceful. Okay, cool. And you've completed the objective of the missing youth, thus gaining the following reward. Right, lovely. Let's drop that off. Right. So it looks like we will regenerate health, I think, as we go. So what we want to do now is we probably want to move. We've got to end our turn. Cool. Got our research happening, which is fine. I don't want to move in that direction. I want to keep moving back to back towards our city, which we can't do. And we want to see what's happening here. So our district, this district has actually been, the works district has been done. We want to build artisans, I think it said, didn't it? That's giving us 4 science. So this is giving us... So what do we do? Probably food again, I think. And we do have 146 influence, which means we could actually probably unlock this district here. And that'll give us 2 food. Let's have a look at that and maybe build ourselves a farm right there, which will take 6 turns and it'll cost us food. All right. Population, scribes 1, artisans 1. If we can move these around. So we needed at least, I think, 1 artisan, was it, per turn? But we might actually turn them over. Might just move them over here. So that's a -6 approval. That's a -3 approval. Manage the approval levels of your city. Approval is measured of a city inhabitants' happiness. Each city has its own approval, and averaging across all cities gives the empire approval. Approval influences the city's production and has 4 distinct states: mutinous, content, happy, and jubilant. Cool. Transform given tiles in the active territory to a new tile type. So you can do that for money. That makes a little bit of sense. All right, cool. So we won't unlock anything else, but we do have a farm being built now, which is going to increase the amount of food that we're getting per turn. Right. So where's our army? Right here. I don't think we can move any further. And we definitely did. I don't know, we're going to need to look into a pack. We're going to definitely need to look into, so we're heading down this way, aren't we, for our next quest? Yeah, we are. Definitely going to need to look into recruiting, aren't we? Units. We can't do that, but we can recruit some more legionary. But I think we need to recruit probably a little bit more cavalry. There we go. We'll do that. So that'll be in line. So we're going to build our farm. Then we're going to recruit some cavalry. And then we're going to recruit some more legionnaires. Right, idle army. Let's move you over to here. Don't want to go down there and battle as yet. So we can move them over there and end our turn. And are these guys going to attack us or what? Are they hostile? Units in battle. That's a pack. Their power is 260 hydrocorns. I don't think my daughter will like them in comparison to the unicorn she likes, to be honest. We kind of don't want to get into a fight with these guys. Waiting for confirmation. Retreat or deploy your units before starting the battle. Units will be damaged. Let's retreat and hope that we don't come across them again. We'll sort of get away from them, I think. Currency research. There you go. To explore, to harvest, to mine, and then cool. Open the technology screen to research new technology. You've received new technology, merchant's house, and levies, which gives us +4 dust on the capital. +2 dust, +1 dust on tiles producing dust, -2 dust if the adjacent to the merchant's house districts. Okay. +1 influence adjacent to districts. Cool. Let's open this up and see what we are going to look at now. I think we'll go civil order because it'll unlock communal habitations and it'll also give us more approval on the capital. So that's probably going to help us a lot. Again, guys. Oh, look. What are these guys doing down here? Pending battle. No, didn't we actually retreat? I thought we retreated. 3 populations as artisans for 1 turn. So what we probably want to do is make sure that because we're losing influence, we probably... They're giving us +2 industry. All right. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. If we retreat, we're going to be injured again, aren't we? %50 of its maximum health. And the army will be destroyed. Let's do an instant resolution. We got defeated. Let's acknowledge that. Okay, a defeated hero. Don't worry, your hero isn't dead forever. After a few turns and with a little dust, they can be revived on the hero screen. All right, so of course I'm probably the first one to get completely and utterly destroyed by an enemy playing the demo here. So we need to wait until our hero is revived. We've got our farm up now, which has actually improved our food production now as well. We've got +8 food, which is really, really good. All right, so we need to work out exactly what we're going to do in the next district, and I think probably got plus. We might actually work on. No, I might actually. Yeah, we'll put some defenses up there at some point in time. I think what we might do here. Ooh, +2 and +1 influence if adjacent to a district. We already have that. So we can't, there's no point in, I don't think there's any point in putting a farm up there. What have we got here? We're getting 22 per turn. We're getting 17 of those per turn. Is there something that we can use? I'm just wondering what the best thing to... There's some resources there that we can gather as well. I think we might put a merchant's house up to increase our... to increase the amount of coin we're getting, I reckon. So we'll let that happen. All right, let's end our turn, shall we? We should have some more armies coming up very, very soon. And those things there, they're brutal. Absolutely brutal. So hopefully they don't attack our town. But there you go. I can't keep playing, or I want to keep playing this. I might actually keep playing and recording some more stuff as I go through, and I'll just throw it on the members channel for everybody to look at, and then probably throw it out on the public channel later. But this is Endless Legend 2, guys. If you want to check it out, there'll be a link below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a like for this one. I'm actually gonna play this when it comes out, and I'm looking forward to actually doing it. And I may even do a members series on it or something as well. So again, thanks to the devs. Thank you to all you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.